On April 5, 2005, I arrived at Kansai International Airport outside of Osaka, Japan. The plane provided an excellent view of Mount Fuji as it passed through central Honshu. After picking up my Japan Rail Pass, I took a bus to Kyoto. Kyoto was the capital of Japan from 794 AD to 1869 and is still considered the country's cultural, artistic, and religious center. The next morning I headed to Kyoto Station from my room at the Karasuma Kyoto Hotel in order to get on a train to Nara. Nara is about 45 minutes by train from Kyoto. Emperor Kamu made Nara Japan's first permanent capital in 710 AD. The first site I visited upon arriving in Nara was the Kofukuji Temple. The original temple buildings were built in the 700s, but were burned to the ground in the 12th century. The present buildings were built in the 1400s. Nara is famous for its tame roaming deer. They are considered messengers of gods in the Shinto religion. Although they are generally quite docile, they can get quite aggressive when they smell deer biscuits. My next stop in Nara was the Todaiji Temple. Todaiji means Great Eastern Temple and is Nara's most renowned landmark. The non-diamond gate is the main entrance to the temple. The main building in the temple complex is the Daibutsunden Hall, which is the largest wooden structure in the world. Inside is a 53-foot tall statue of Buddha. It was completed in 752 and is Japan's tallest Buddha. Also in Nara is the Kasuga Taisha Shrine. It is famous for the thousands of stone and metal lanterns found on the shrine grounds. Like all Shinto shrines, the Kasuga Taisha Shrine is rebuilt every 20 years. In the afternoon, I headed back to Kyoto. After arriving back in Kyoto, I headed to the northwestern part of the city to see Kinkakuji Temple. Also known as the Golden Pavilion, the building is covered in gold leaf. It was originally constructed as a retirement home for the third Ashikaga shogun, Yoshimitsu, in 1397 and was later converted to a Buddhist temple after his death. In 1950, it was burned to the ground by a crazed monk and rebuilt in 1955. From Kinkakuji, I walked over a kilometer to Rōenji Temple. Rōenji Temple contains one of Japan's most famous Zen rock gardens. It is thought to have been originally created sometime in the 15th century. No one is quite sure what the garden is supposed to represent. Some say it might represent islands in the ocean, while others say tigers crossing a river. After leaving the Rōenji Temple, I headed to Teramachi Street in downtown Kyoto for dinner. The next day, I boarded a Hikari Railstar Shinkansen and took about an hour-long trip to Himeji. Shinkansen, also known as bullet trains, can travel at over 160 miles per hour and is probably the most convenient way to travel in Japan. Although there is plenty of legroom even in the normal cars, there is not very much space for large suitcases. Himejijo was built in 1609 by Ikeda Teromasa, the son-in-law of Shogun Tokugawa Ieyasu, in order to watch over western Japan. The Tokugawa shogunate was concerned that followers of the former ruler of Japan, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, might rebel against the government. Himeji Castle is also known as the White Egret or White Heron Castle because its main building resembles a bird about to take flight. From the outside, the main tower appears to be 5 stories tall. In actuality, it has 6 floors and a basement. Visitors must climb from the basement wearing slippers to reach the top. This courtyard is called the Harikiri Maru. It was designed as a place for seppuku, a ritual suicide, but was never used. Himeji Castle is a very popular spot for hanami, which are cherry blossom viewing parties. The cherry blossoms, or sakura in Japanese, typically open at the end of March or the beginning of April. Full bloom occurs about a week after they first open, and a week after that, the blossoms start to fall from the trees. The Japanese consider cherry blossoms as a metaphor for the shortness of life. At around 1 p.m., I left Himeji and headed back to Kyoto. Upon arriving back in Kyoto, I went to Nijo Castle. Nijo-jo was built in 1603. It was the official Kyoto residence for Tokugawa Ieyasu, the first Tokugawa shogun, when he was away from his primary residence in Edo. The main palace building, Nimomaru, was completed in 1626 by the third Tokugawa shogun, Iemitsu. One of its more interesting features are the nightingale floors, which squeak when walked on in order to alert guards that there are intruders. Ninomaru Garden was designed by the renowned tea master Kobori Enshu for Emperor Go-Mizunoo Noo's visit to Nijo in 1626. The present Hanmaru Palace was moved from its original site at the Kyoto Imperial Palace in 1893. Surrounding the palaces, inside the outer walls, are cherry and plum tree groves. To the east of the Kamo River is Gion, Kyoto's traditional entertainment and geisha district. Along Hanamikoji Dori Street, south of Shijo Dori Street, lie many traditional wooden buildings which are now tea houses and restaurants. Most were built in the 17th century. The Yasaka Shrine is a spiritual heart of Gion. Geishas in Kyoto are called Geiko, and their apprentices are called Maiko. The tea houses along the Shirakawa River are good places to catch glimpses of them entertaining their guests. Before having one of my usual really late dinners while in Japan, I went to the Gion Corner Theater. The show at Gion Corner consists of some small samplings of traditional Japanese performing arts, including the tea ceremony, koto music, ikebana, which is flower arrangement, gagaku, which is court music, kyogen, which is a kind of comic play, kyomai, which is a Kyoto-style dance, and bunraku, which is a puppet play. After the main performance was over, I participated in a tea ceremony. On April 8th, I got an early start and took a bus to the Higashiyama district in the eastern part of Kyoto. My first stop was the Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Kiyomizu-dera, which means Clear Water Temple, was founded in 780. April 8th is Hana Matsuri, which means Flower Festival. The Japanese celebrate Buddha's birthday on this day. Below the terrace of the main temple building is a spring which is supposed to have healing powers. Also on the grounds of Kiyomizu-dera is Jishu Shrine. There are two rocks which are about 10 meters apart. Supposedly, if you walk from one rock to the other with your eyes closed, you're supposed to have good luck in your love life. These small stone statues are of Jizo Bosatsu, the god of travelers and children. The scarves and hats that they wear were placed by mothers whose children have either died very young or stillborn. This is a view of the famous veranda attached to Kiyomizu-dera's main hall, which was built in 1633. The columns which hold up the veranda were built without using a single nail. From here, you have an excellent view of the city. On my trek north from Kiyomizu-dera, I passed by Yasaka Pagoda, which is all that's left of a temple which was located here. At around noon I arrived at Nanzenji Temple. It was originally an imperial villa, but was converted to a Zen temple in 1291. The current buildings were built during the 16th century after most were destroyed in the 1500s during the Onin Wars. Hojo Hall, the abbot's quarters, is known for its leaping tiger garden built by Kobori Enchu, who also built a Ninomaru garden at Nijo Castle. Continuing north, I walked along the Philosopher's Path. It is called that because of the many famous priests and philosophers who used to walk along it. It is also one of the most popular spots for cherry blossom viewing in Kyoto. My next stop was Ginkakuji Temple, also known as the Silver Pavilion. Ginkakuji was built in 1482 by the shogun Ashikaga Yoshimasa. He had intended to cover it with silver foil in honor of his grandfather Yoshimitsu, who built the Golden Pavilion. Unfortunately, because of the Onin Wars, the funds were not available for him to do so. From Ginkakuji, I took a bus to the Heian Jingu Shrine. Heian Jingu was built in 1895 to mark Kyoto's 1,100-year anniversary. It was dedicated to the emperors Kamu and Komei, who were the first and last emperors to reign from Kyoto. The main building on the shrine is a replica of the Daigokuden, or Hall of State, from the Heian-era imperial palace. The Heian era took place between 794 and 1192. Behind the shrine is a large pond garden, which is supposed to be similar to Heian period gardens. The final temple I visited for the day was Sanju Sengendo. It was built in 1164 and at 120 meters is the largest wooden structure in Japan. Inside the hall are 1001 statues of Kannon, the goddess of mercy. You are not allowed to take pictures inside, but it would be quite easy for someone to go in the wrong entrance, not see the sign forbidding photography, and accidentally take some pictures. In the evening I took a train to Osaka and then on to Koshien. Koshien Stadium, home of the Hanshin Tigers, was built in 1924 and is the oldest stadium in Japan. Babe Ruth played here in an exhibition in 1934. Besides professional games, the stadium is also site of the Koshien High School Summer Baseball Tournament, which is extremely popular. I tried to get tickets for the game between the Tigers and the Yomiuri Giants, but unfortunately the game was sold out. Normally, you have to make reservations to see the Kyoto Imperial Palace, also known as Kyoto Gosho. But on April 9th, it happened to be open for the public. The palace has been destroyed by fire many times. The current structures were built in 1855. In 1868, the emperor and the capital of Japan were moved to Tokyo during the Meiji Restoration, which marked the end of the Tokugawa shogunate. This building is Shishinden Hall, where important imperial ceremonies including enthronement were once held. The large garden in Kyoto Gosho is called Oikeniwa, which means pond garden. At 12:30 I headed to the Gion Kobu Kaburenjo Theater to see a showing of the Miyako Odori, also called the Cherry Blossom Dance. The show is performed by the Geiko and Maiko of Gion every year in April. 2005 marked the 133rd annual performance of the Miyako Odori. At around 5 p.m. I headed back to Gion in order to take pictures of geishas. For a little over an hour, I stood at a street corner next to the famous Ichiriki Ochaya Geisha House, to the south of the intersection of Seijo Dori and Hanamikoji Dori. Only those with a pre-existing relationship to this geisha house may enter, and a single night of entertainment can cost more than 500,000 yen, which is about $5,000. The Ichiriki Ochaya is where opponents of the Tokugawa shogunate plotted to overthrow the government during the mid-19th century. In the early 1700s, it is also where one of the samurai from the Legend of the 47 Ronin stayed, while waiting for the proper time to kill a court official who was responsible for the death of his master. April 10th was my last day in Kyoto. In the morning, I checked out of my hotel and dropped off my bags at a luggage storage place at Kyoto Station. After spending some time wandering around the city and doing a little shopping, I headed to the Imamaya Jinga Shrine in order to see the festival that they were having. Unfortunately, I was a little late arriving, so I missed most of the Yasurai Matsuri. This Matsuri, or festival, is a rite against plague. It consists of dancers dressed as demons and a large red umbrella being paraded around to collect disease-causing spirits. After the Matsuri was over, I headed back to Kyoto Station and boarded a limited express train for a 2-hour trip to Kanazawa. The next morning, I left my room at the Hotel Inn Kanazawa and got a bus pass to travel around the city. Kanazawa began to grow in prominence in 1583 when Maeda Toshi became daimyo, a feudal leader of the region. 99% of the gold leaf in Japan is produced in Kanazawa. The city is also known for its Kutani pottery and lacquerware. Higashiyama's geisha district was established in 1820 and was the most impressive outside of Kyoto and Edo. The district is still active and geishas can still be occasionally seen in the evenings. This is Ishikawa-man Gate. It is one of the few structures of Kanazawa Castle that survived a fire that occurred here in 1881. Although Kanazawa was a castle town, and the Maedas were the second most powerful family in the Edo period, they stressed cultural activities instead of militaristic ones in order to avoid confrontations with the Tokugawas. Kinrokuen Garden is considered one of Japan's top 3 gardens. The symbol of the garden is this 2-legged lantern called the Kotoji Toro. The name Kinrokuen means Garden of 6 Qualities. These qualities are spaciousness, seclusion, ingenuity, antique appearance, flowing water, and extensive views. The garden was originally built in the 1670s by the 5th Maeda family lord. It was completed by the 12th lord of the Maeda family in 1837 and opened to the public in 1871. This is Seisenkaku Villa. It was built in 1863 by the 13th Maeda lord for his mother. This water fountain was built in 1861 and was the first in Japan. After leaving Kinrokuen, I headed over to the Nishichawa district, which is Kanazawa's other geisha district across the Saigawa River. The Nagamachi Samurai district is where the high-ranking samurai of Kanazawa used to live during the Edo period. Although the walls, roads, and canals have been preserved, many of the actual houses have been rebuilt. One preserved samurai house in the Nagamachi district is the Nomura House. Although it was moved here from another part of the city, it is still representative of what a high-ranking samurai's house would be like. A couple blocks away from the Samurai District is the Oyama Jinga Shrine. One unusual aspect of the shrine is the stained glass windows at the top of the shrine's main gate. It was built in 1873 and dedicated to Maeda Toshie.
I spent the next day in Kanazawa visiting some of the places I missed the day before. The first stop was Omicho Market. This market is known as Kanazawa's Kitchen. The various small stalls sell fresh fish from the Sea of Japan and various other types of produce. Later, I headed across the Saigawa River to the Teramachi Temple District. From the Temple District, I walked to the Karamachi and Kurimbo districts which make up downtown Kanazawa. At this point it started to rain, so I headed back to my hotel. The next morning I walked a couple meters from my hotel to Kanazawa Station. From Kanazawa, I took a rapid express train to Maibara, and from there, a Shinkansen to Tokyo. In all, the trip took a little under 4.5 hours. Once I arrived at Tokyo Station, I got on a train on the Yamamote line to my hotel in the Ikebukuro district. After checking into the Sunshine City Prince Hotel, it was still early in the afternoon, so I decided to take a trip around the city on the Yamanote Loop. 7 stops from Ikebukuro is Shibuya Station. Shibuya is probably the 3rd busiest commuter station in Tokyo behind Shinjuku and Ikebukuro. This ward is known for its shopping and entertainment area around Shibuya Station. The intersection outside of the station's Hachiko exit is supposedly one of the busiest pedestrian crossings in the world. After leaving Shibuya, I got off at Hamamatsucho Station and headed to Zojoji Temple in order to get a good view of Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower, completed in 1958, is 333 meters tall, which is 13 meters taller than the Eiffel Tower. In the evening, I took a train on the private Seibu Ikebukuro line to the Seibu Dome, which is located 30 minutes away in a suburb of Tokyo. Here, I bought tickets to the baseball game between the Seibu Lions and the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters. The Seibu Lions are one of 5 teams which play in the vicinity of Tokyo. The Tokyo Dome, home of the Yomiuri Giants, and Meiji Jingu Stadium, home of the Yakult Swallows, are both located in the city core. Chiba Marine Stadium, home of the Chiba Lotte Marines, and Yokohama Stadium, home of the Bay Stars, are both within 40 minutes from Tokyo. Although the Seibu Dome has a roof, the sides of the dome are not enclosed. As a result, it can get quite cold. The home team fans always sit on the first base side of the stadium, while the visiting team fans sit on the third base side. The main cheering sections, where fans play drums, trumpets, and make a lot of noise, are in the outfield bleacher seats. Rather than singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" in the middle of the 7th inning, there's a balloon release instead. On April 14th, I traveled to Hakone, a national park and hot spring resort about 50 miles from Tokyo. I took a Shinkansen to Odawara and then a local train to Hakone Yumoto. At Hakone Yumoto, I boarded a small local train which uses switchbacks to get up the steep mountain. Once I arrived at Gora, I got on a cable car to take me to Sunzan. From Sunzan, I took the ropeway to Owakudani. Owakudani means Valley of the Great Boiling. The Hakone area is on the remains of a volcano that was last active 4,000 years ago. Even though it is now dormant, the area is surrounded by hot springs and vents spewing poisonous sulfur fumes. At Owakudani, there is a nature trail that allows you to get up close to the boiling springs and gas vents. You can also buy blackened eggs that have been boiled in the hot springs. It is said that eating one of these eggs will prolong your life by 7 years. After getting my fill of poisonous gases for the day, I continued on the ropeway to Togendai to get on a boat to cross Lake Ashi. If the weather is clear, excellent views of Mount Fuji can be seen from the lake. Unfortunately, it was overcast while I was there. Once on the other side of Lake Ashi, I visited a reproduction of the Hakone checkpoint before heading back to Tokyo. This was one of the checkpoints on the Tokaido Road into Edo. The next day I went to Kamakura. Kamakura was the capital of Japan from 1185 to 1333. The first place I visited was Kinchoji Temple. This Zen temple was founded in 1253 by a Chinese monk. After visiting Kenchoji, I headed over to the Tsurugaoka Hachimangu Shrine. The original shrine was built in 1063 and then moved here in 1180 by Minamoto Yoritomo, who was the first Kamakura shogun. The ginkgo tree to the left of the stairs is over 1,000 years old. Next, I went to the Hasedera Temple. In 721, a monk carved two 9-meter tall statues of the Kannon out of a camphor tree and threw one into the ocean. In 736, it washed ashore near Kamakura, and the Hasedera Temple was established. Unfortunately, people are not permitted to take pictures of this particular statue. On the grounds of Hasedera are thousands of small Jizo statues. My final stop in Kamakura was the Kotoku-in Temple to see the Great Daibutsu. The Great Buddha is a little over 11 meters tall and is cast in bronze. It was made in 1252 and is the second largest statue in Japan, the largest being the Great Buddha in Nara. Originally, the Buddha was contained within a wooden hall, but the structure was swept away by a tidal wave in 1495. After returning to Tokyo, I headed to Ueno Park. This is a statue of Saigo Takamori, a samurai who sided with the emperor during the Meiji Restoration, but later rebelled against the government after the samurai class was abolished. At around 4 p.m., I headed over to Keisei Ueno Station to wait for Lily Weinstein, who was a summer intern in the Department of Biomedical Informatics at Vanderbilt the previous year. She was spending this year in Kanazawa teaching English, but had to go back to the United States for a medical school interview. Since she had some free time before having to catch her bus back to Kanazawa, we headed over to the Tokyo National Museum at Ueno Park.
We next went to Asakusa to see the Sensoji Temple. Kaminariman Gate, or Thunder Gate, is the temple's main entrance. Hozomon Gate, which contains a treasure house upstairs, was built in 1964. The main temple hall of Asakusa Kanon, which Sensoji is also known, was built in 1958 after the previous hall was destroyed during World War II. For dinner, we headed over to Ikebukuro and went to Namja Town in the Sunshine City building. Namja Town is a food theme park consisting of 3 areas: Gyoza Stadium, Ice Cream City, and Cream Puff Town. Gyoza Stadium resembles an old-fashioned Japanese village with about 12 different places selling a variety of different types of gyoza, ranging from Chinese to Okinawan. Basic admission is 300 yen, which is about $3, and each small dish is about $4 to $5. After dinner, we headed to Shinjuku so that Lily could catch her overnight bus. Shinjuku is one of the major business and entertainment centers in Tokyo, and is also where the city government is located. Shinjuku Station is the busiest train station in the world, with over 2 million people passing through it each day. We had some major problems trying to find the JR bus station. As a result, Lily and I ended up having to run through Shinjuku while pulling her luggage so that she could catch her bus on time. Luckily, we made it with a few seconds to spare, and she had a safe trip back to Kanazawa.
Thank you so much for everything. I'm so glad I got to see you before.
On April 16th, I boarded a double-decker Max Yamabiko Shinkansen in Ueno. From there, I traveled to Utsunomiya and then took a local train to Nikko. Nikko is known for its ornate temples and shrines. Another attraction close by is Nikko National Park. The Shinkyo Bridge was once the gateway into Nikko Shrine and Temple area, and was only used by the shogun and imperial messengers. The original was built in 1636, but was destroyed in a flood. The present one was built in 1907. Rinoji Temple was founded in 766 and was the first temple built in Nikko. The Toshogu Shrine was completed in 1634 as the mausoleum for Tokugawa Ieyasu. On the sacred stable is a carving which depicts the famous Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil monkeys. Statues of imperial ministers adorn the Yomemon Gate.
Taramon Gate is the entrance to the inner sanctum of the mausoleum. Futarasan Jinga was built in 782. The current structure was rebuilt in 1619 and is Nikko's oldest building. Taiyuinbyo was built in 1653 and is the mausoleum of Tokugawa Iemitsu, Ieyasu's grandson. Iemitsu was a shogun responsible for closing Japan to virtually all foreigners in 1635. The Yayoi Festival is put on every April 13 through 17 by the Futarasan Shrine to celebrate the arrival of spring. The main highlight of the festival is a parade of flower-covered floats. Unfortunately, it started raining heavily, so I headed back to Tokyo. It wasn't raining in Tokyo though, so I headed to Akihabara, also known as Electric Town. Akihabara is known for its high concentration of electronics stores. There are also a lot of anime and manga stores in the area as well. By train, Yokohama is about 30 minutes from Tokyo and is Japan's second largest city. Yokohama was one of the first ports opened up for outside trade in the mid-19th century. The Yokohama Marine Tower was built in 1961 to commemorate the 100th year anniversary of the opening of the port. The largest Chinatown in Japan is located in Yokohama. There are about 2,500 Chinese inhabitants here and over 160 shops and restaurants. On my way back to the train station to get back to Tokyo, I passed by Yokohama Stadium. From Tokyo Station, I walked to the Imperial Palace. From 1603 until 1867, the Tokugawa shogunate ruled Japan from Edo Castle. In 1867, the last shogun resigned, and in 1868, power was restored to the emperor. Emperor Meiji moved the capital from Kyoto to Edo and renamed the new capital Tokyo. In 1888, the Imperial Palace was completed. The Imperial East Garden is open to the public and was the former site of Edo Castle. Later in the day, I made a couple quick stops to look around and do a little shopping. First, I again visited Ueno Park. Then, I went to Kappabashi, which is Tokyo's kitchenware district. After that, I stopped by Sensoji Temple before heading to Ginza. Ginza gets its name from the silver mint that used to be in the area during the Edo period. It is now one of Tokyo's largest and most expensive shopping and dining districts. On the morning of my last full day in Japan, I headed to Harajuku and the Meiji Jingu Shrine. The shrine was originally built in 1920 to enshrine the spirit of Emperor Meiji, who oversaw Japan's transformation to a modern power. It was destroyed during World War II and rebuilt in 1958. April 19th was my last day in Japan. Early in the afternoon, I boarded a bus to go to Narita Airport, which is about 2 hours away from Ikebukuro. From there, I boarded a Japan Airlines 747 and flew back to the United States.
you.